Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be trying out the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. I'm wearing it in alabaster. I've seen this a couple times like at Ulta and everything, and I was like, I'm kind of curious. I love e.l.f. products, like y'all know that. I love the e.l.f. primers. So I was like, let me go ahead and snack this up. I've had it forever, but I just haven't tried it. I kept like buying other things. So I'm like, oh, I want to try that. Oh, I want to try that. So then I kind of got left behind. But I've been trying to not buy as much makeup because we're going on vacation. So figure I have it now is as best time as any, especially right before vacation. Like, what if I love it? I have to take it with me, obvi. So yeah, if you're interested in finding out more about the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, tell your sisters, tell your friends, hit that notification bell so you're alerted when I post new videos, and give me a thumbs up at the end if you liked it, and keep watching. Okay, so I've already put on the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. As I always say, don't know what the purpose of this is, just finishing it up. And we'll see. Maybe I'll try it without, like once I finish this up, I'll try with putting makeup on without it, just to see, like, does it really make a difference? I don't know. We'll see. I'm almost out of it, but whatever. I have been loving the Silk Canvas primer. You can see that? Go. I finally broke into it. I really have to like break the opening seal to get it to like really start working. I basically hadn't been putting primer on, and maybe that's why I wasn't liking some of these foundations. Whoops. So yeah. So it's like nice and flat when you get it. You have to kind of like push into it and like break that top layer up, and that's how you like really get to the primer. Now you know. Okay, let's go ahead and look at this foundation. Let me pull it up on Ulta. Okay, this is it has SPF 15 in it. It has 3.5 stars, 131 reviews. It's $6. Looks like there's 8 shades. Oh yeah, there's only 8 shades, and it's like not great. I ended up getting the second to lightest. We'll see. I'm kind of scared. Achieve a flawless complexion with the silky smooth e.l.f. Cosmetics Flawless Finish Foundation, cruelty-free and vegan. It's a lightweight, oil-free formula. Blends in naturally for a beautiful semi-matte finish. My Texan's showing. Applies easily and lasts all day for visibly brighter and radiant looking skin. Restores uneven skin texture and tones. SPF 15 protects your skin against harmful sun damage. Okay, so it doesn't claim to like last for any specific amount of time, which, I kind of appreciate that. Don't set my expectations really high and then fail me, because I'm just going to be confused. So yeah, semi-matte. It says lightweight. It doesn't say anything about the coverage, so we'll just have to go for it and see. Oh, on the back it says medium to full coverage. Choose a flawless, even semi-matte, satin matte finish. Okay, so this is what the packaging looks like. It's like a really pretty glass bottle. It's like a frosted glass bottle, plastic cap. It's like nice and square and like sleek. I really like the way this looks. And it doesn't say how much is in here. Oh, it's 0.68 fluid ounces, 20 mls. So less than like a standard, but I just like how small it is. The cup feels really sturdy. Like it doesn't feel flimsy. I like that. It's just so cute and little. It has a good little pump here. So we'll go ahead and pump some out. It doesn't have a lock in the pump. Okay, so it actually looks like the perfect color. So let's go ahead and it's like about 2.5 because it took a second to come out. So that's the color. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch them on my hand. We'll see if it oxidizes. Okay, so that's the color right there. It looks like it might be a smidge light, but it should be fine. So we're going to go ahead and blend it out. I'm using the Real Techniques body sponge, and here we go. So it's 11:48, and this is our color. It's 11:48, and that's our color. Okay, let's go. Ooh, I got a lot. Just kind of bounce it out. Oh, wow. I have not tried this. Girls, get out of here. I've not tried this, so like this is going to be just the first time like a first impression. It looks like a really good color, which is really good. I'm happy. It's kind of like a pink undertone. It's already getting dark. Just make sure to blend down the neck. Okay, so we have half the face covered with one layer. It definitely looks like a medium coverage. I like it. It's a little shiny, like kind of satin matte like it said. It really looks like a good color. It might be a little bit light, so if it does oxidize a little bit, oh shoot, that's getting dark. Just getting dark, you guys. But it blended out really easily. It looks like a good amount of coverage, like medium. It says it builds up really well. So we'll go ahead and keep looking and see what we think. This is one layer. I really like the way it looks. It's definitely medium coverage. It's now much more shiny, as you can see, and it's probably just needs to dry down, but I like the way it looks. I feel like it's kind of accentuating my pores a little bit, but it could just be because it's shiny, so I'm going to wait to hold judgment until after I powder. But I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more on my cheek area because you can really see like that redness showing through. And I don't like that. Since I put concealer on, like pretty much like my T-zone, I don't focus as much concerned about like my under eye circles and stuff. But I do like to put a little bit more in this area just to balance it out a little bit. It seems like a little bit goes a long way, which is really nice. I don't know why, I always like to put a little bit more like right here. Because I feel like that's where like I like to sit like this. And like kind of put my hand like this. And so I need like a little bit more right on my chin just to make it last. I would not call it full coverage at all, but it looks really nice. It looks like a natural medium full, like it looks like a natural medium finish. Like it covers up, like it's kind of like the finish I like where it covers up a lot of like your problem areas, but it doesn't make it look super makeup-y. Does that make sense? So I so far really like this foundation. I hope it doesn't oxidize too much because look how dark that is already. Thanks. You know I hate when it oxidizes. So I used about 2.5 pumps and it looks like we have a little bit extra, quite a bit extra, so that's good. And a little bit goes a long way. For like $6 though, I'm already like super impressed. So I'm going to put on a little bit of concealer just to see how everything blends out, and I want to give you like a good idea of like the base, how it works with like the base products. You know what I mean? Look how dark I'm looking. Oh god, look, that's oxidized. Yep. Keep blending, Robin, keep blending. We have the Ulta Beauty Full Coverage Liquid Concealer. Again, this is not full coverage, but it's like $9 at Ulta. I'm using it in Fair Neutral. It's the lightest neutral shade. And I love this concealer. Like, it's not completely full, but it's so nice. And it does dry fast, so I do one side of my face at a time. You can check out my Ulta Beauty 21 Days of Beauty video where I talk about it. I can link it up here so you can find it. See, look how nice that looks. It's not super full coverage, but it does such a good job of just like brightening your face. It covers quite a bit of your dark circles, and I have dark circles, so I really appreciate this concealer. It's something I'll probably be buying again. So I'm loving how this concealer is blending out with this foundation. It looks so seamless and just pretty. My pores are still kind of highlighted, and I know that's not from the concealer, so I'm a little concerned about that in regards to this foundation. But like it just blended so nicely, and I really like that. I like this sponge because it's the old texture, but I hate how big it is. I know people are like, oh, it makes you get your makeup done faster, but I'm like, not really, because I had to spend so much time like trying not to jab myself in the eye, like I just did. I have concealer on my eye. Okay, I'm going to be, this is so dirty. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in 05 Fair for my under eye and to brighten my face. I use this to set my under eyes and my highlighting areas. Concealer. I actually just rebought this because I'm almost out and I'm going on vacation. Am I almost out? It looks like there's like a little bit left in there. I don't really know which one I'm going to bring. I'm probably going to bring the new one just so I know I'm not going to run out. But I just dump some in my cap, make sure I don't have any creases, and then I take my damp sponge like that, and I go under the eye. Look how much darker this foundation has gotten. Oof. That's why we highlight. And then same thing on the other side. I just do a little bit on the chin, on the upper lip. Oh, dang it. I forgot to wipe off the foundation. So just a little bit on the chin and the upper lip. And dab up the nose a smidge. I don't do anything like crazy just because I'm going to set my full face too with other powder. But I just like to make sure that this area is a little bit brightened. Then I'm going to take the Coty Airspun in Naturally Neutral. You can get this at a drugstore at $6. I buy it at my grocery store actually. It's just such a nice powder. It's so fine. It's just so fine. Like look how soft that is. It's so soft and it does such a good job of keeping me matte, setting my makeup, and just making my face look good. And I'm just going to put this all over, except for right under my eyes. Try to avoid that area. Make sure you get it on your nose, on your mouth, and then blend out. I try to do less in like the outer parts of my face, like in this area. Try to like start here and blend out because I don't need it as much out here because I don't get oily. So I kind of start here and then I try and just blend out what I have on my sponge. I'm trying to decide if I should take both my cameras on my trip or just my point and shoot. Which if you're watching this, I am pre-filming so that I'm on vacation right now. So I asked you, but at this point, I've already made a decision. I'm just going to dust away extra powder with my Real Techniques powder brush with a super light hand. Now, what we think. Let's see. Something weird is happening right here on my nose. It's like it's kind of broken up right here. Everywhere else, though, looks really pretty decent. My chin, like I have like air issues in this area, like blackheads and stuff, my pores. I feel like that looks pretty textured. But overall, I think it looks pretty dang good. I'm pretty impressed. Except for this nose area, which it could have just been my fault with how I applied the foundation. But just like this, boop, that one spot right there just looks a little funny. So overall, pretty dang good. So let's go ahead and, here's an update, look how dark that is. Go back a little bit and we're going to use Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer today. I haven't used this in a long time, so I figured let's try it. I'll just finish up with my bronzer and my blush just to give you an idea of how things blend out on the foundation. And then after that, just making sure I have powder right there. Excuse me. And after that, I'll finish up my face and come back and show you the final look, okay? So we're just going to use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Why do I have this? This is the Real Oh, I forgot this smells good. This is a Real Techniques blush brush. So I just love how it's like a dome like this. And it just really good and like fluffy and makes it easy to put bronzer on. I think it's too big for a blush brush, which is why I use it for bronzer. I like a little bit more precision with my blush. So far we're blending out pretty well. I'm just using a nice light hand so I don't like lift up too much product. That has happened where I got like really heavy handed and I was like eh, and I could see like it like wiped away or like brushed away all the product over my texture. So that's half the face. I just love this bronzer. It's so natural looking. Which color is this? I'm using it in the light bronzer, obviously. I should have known that. But it's just very natural and like I am like wearing like just nothing fancy today, so I don't need like super like glam. I have leggings on. They're just like really cute. Sorry, I have so much stuff in here I'm packing, so I guess, see, nothing special. They're just like little, like they're so cute. And they're just really, really cute and like, I like them. Sorry, that was weird. So yeah, nothing crazy. I'm just wearing like, I'm gonna run an errands today, so I don't need like anything spectacular. I'm not like trying to like look fancy. I like to hold my brush out a little further, which if you've watched my videos, you know this. It just gives you, it like takes away that control of the brush just a little bit so that you don't get as harsh of lines. You want it to be like very like fluid and like kind of diffuse on the edges, and like holding it up here just makes it very harsh. Like you don't get like that sweeping diffuseness if you hold, as if you were holding it further out, like I'm holding it right here. So you want to kind of like have it more towards this black end of your brush and less like this. Don't hold it like a pencil. Okay, so that blended in really nicely. The e.l.f. foundation still looks really good on my face. I keep forgetting that I like this because I bought the L'Oreal Lumi one and I'm obsessed with it. So I have to remember, I'm probably going to take that on vacation now because I'm like, ooh, I forgot I liked that. I haven't worn this one either in a minute. I'm going to wear the Milani Powder Blush in 08 Tea Rose. It's just like a peachy mauve color, which is like my favorite. I guess it's more peachy than mauve, but it's just like my favorite color of blush. And I'm using the Morphe E4 brush to put it on, and I'm just gonna brush it in there. And it does like it's like a pretty, I mean, it's not super concentrated. Is that the right word? Concentrated? Pigmented, there we go. But it does like a really good job. Like, you can work with it. It's easy to build up. Should we wear highlighter today? We should wear highlighter today. I'm gonna wear my Japanesque Kumidori ombre highlighter, which you can't even get anymore. I'm so disappointed. But like, look at that ombre. It's so nice. I'm going to use the Real Technique setting brush, just a tiny little thing. Look how good that looks. You can like build it up and like just make it so blinding, or like have it more subtle like this. And I just love that about this highlighter. I think actually, you know what? I said it was discontinued, but I think it's now, it's like a $40, $30 highlighter. I think it's on sale for like $7 again at Ulta. Honestly, I almost bought a second one because I'm that obsessed with it. Just like, look at that. It's just so nice. I love the way that looks. So that's the base look. I'm really happy with the way this foundation looks. I'm a little concerned about this nose area, just because that is, I don't know. I want my nose to look nice. It's not super obvious, so I'm not like hesitant to like wear it, but just something to keep an eye on, okay? I look a little heavy right here. This is the Real Technique stippling brush. There we go. Just blend that out a little bit. Okay, so this is the before swatch. It's been about 30 minutes. I think it was 11:48, and now it is 12:14. So let's just get a little bit more on here. Okay, yeah, it does oxidize. So that's the difference between the two. It's been about 30 minutes for this one, and this is just now. It's not like outrageous, but it's definitely darker. So keep that in mind. I'm going to go ahead and go finish up my face. I'll give you all the details on all the other products I'm using when I get back. Okay, I just have a quick tip for you. I finished my makeup, I'll tell you all the products. If you ever get like mascara, like I got a little doodad right there because I have really long eyelashes, so when I blink when they're so wet, I always get stuff down here. Get a clean spoolie and very, very gently just kind of drag it over it. Just be very gentle because this will pull up other product too, but if you just do it very gently, it's sitting on that powder, it'll pull up a little bit of powder, but it'll flake off, and then you don't have to worry about smearing your makeup. Don't, like, if it gets on there and it's wet, don't go and smear it, because then you're going to have a hot ass mess, and we don't need any of that. So that's just like my little tip. It happens to me all the time, so I always am doing that. Like, there's not a day that I don't have to scratch some mascara off my eyes because I got it everywhere. So yeah, I went ahead and finished up. I used the Ulta Beauty Ultra Slim Brow Pencil and Ash Tip for my eyebrows. I still love these eyebrow pencils. Honestly, I probably would pay $10 for them, but I'm going to try and get them on sale every time because $5 is better, or cheaper is better, you know what I mean? So I love the eyebrow pencil. I also talked about that in my Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, which I can link up here. For my eyeliner, I used the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Mechanical Pencil in Taupe Gray. I always use that on my upper lashes to make my eyelashes look longer and fuller. Just that way you don't have that like white space in between your eyelashes. It just makes them look really full and long. And then, as usual, I use the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara in Blackest Black. My husband actually bought this for me, and I can link his video right up here for you to watch. It's hilarious. He actually did a really good job. I am obsessed with this mascara. I even rebought it because I cannot not have this mascara. Finally, I set my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter. I always do this. I love it. Now that I'm looking at this foundation after setting it, my skin looks so smooth. You have to like really look for the pores. So I'm like, thank you. Like, for a $6 foundation, I'm thoroughly impressed. It's definitely oxidized a little bit, but it's not super, super terrible. I was a little concerned, but it really wasn't a huge, huge difference. So if you're like kind of in between, go down a color. Don't go like, if you're like, oh, I might need a darker, I might need a lighter, get the lighter one, save yourself the struggle. But you can always get lightening drops to lighten this. That's not a huge deal. If you need a recommendation, I recommend the Catrice Prime and Fine Transformer drops. They are my favorite. They don't change your foundation. They just lighten or darken. I highly recommend both of those. They're $7.99 at Ulta. So yes, this is the final look of the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. I am again wearing this in Alabaster. It's $6 at Ulta. Such a good foundation. I can't wait to see how long it lasts throughout the day. Hopefully it lasts a good long minute. We will see. So yeah, this is the final look. Please subscribe to my channel, tell your sisters, tell your friends, hit that notification bell so you get alerts when I post new videos. Otherwise you won't necessarily get an alert, and that's sad. So definitely hit the notification bell. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.